Today, I want to share with you 5 books that changed my business and my life. My name is Parisi, and I love helping small business owners grow their influence and profits online using marketing strategies that actually work. And I'm also the leader of the Parisi Pack. Okay, so I'm going to jump right into this, go through these books that have changed my life. And I want you to stick around because book number 5 is my absolute favorite of all time. All right, so let's jump right into this. What is up first? It is called The Capacity Model. The Capacity Model is actually written by a childhood friend of mine. His name is Stephen Perry, but that isn't why it makes the list. The idea behind the Capacity Model is that we all experience stress, but the author is going to challenge you to view stress as a gift. Stress is an opportunity to change, to grow. But here's the kicker. Right now, your current capacity has a limit, a threshold, and it's based off of 3 things: your education, your habits, and your relationships. Now realize these are all intertwined. To grow your threshold, your capacity for experiencing stress, you must increase your effectiveness in all 3 areas. Here's a good example of why that's so important. So as a mom, if my mom life is super stressful, the kids are misbehaving, well, guess what? It's gonna be harder to show up and record a YouTube video, harder at work. Whereas think of the parent working outside of the home, and when work life is stressful, it's harder for the spouse and the kids at home. This is exactly why he talks about increasing your threshold for your capacity of stress in all 3 areas. I highly recommend ordering the Capacity Model. Check out the description of this video for more information on the book. Next up, book number 2 that has changed my business and my life is Go for No. Now, for all of you who are like, I cannot believe it. Go for No. How did it make this list? Trust me, I actually hate the title too. And I really can't stand the idea of like going for no in my business. But hear me out. This is why this book makes my top 5. So there's one key concept in this book that I think totally redeems it. And it's this. Often we view it like this at the top, that here I am and I can either fail or I can succeed. And it's one or the other. But in this book, it teaches that here are you, here's failure, and here's success. And this theme, this concept has radically helped me grasp failing forward in my business. It's never fun to fail, right? No one's like raising their hand and saying like, oh, I want to like not do this well. But it's the idea that it's going to happen. And the more that you can be like, okay, what did I learn from this? What can I do differently next time? It will help you. For example, I can think of some epic failures in my business. I tried to launch a stories membership. I had 2 people sign up after months of research and marketing and all the things. Another thing, I've sent hundreds of emails that haven't made me a single sale. I've hosted boot camps and challenges that didn't get the rate of sign up that I really hoped for. But as you can see, like in this video where I talk about going from 2K to 20K months, like I've persisted on. I've learned that, okay, this is a stepping stone in my journey. And so I would highly encourage you to read Go for No. It takes less than an afternoon. It's super short, but there are principles when it comes to growing your courage and growing your outlook on failure that is absolutely essential to like weathering the storms in your business. Next up, number 3 is a book called Leadership Not by the Book, and this is by David Green. Now, I highly recommend this if you are a believer, if you're a Christian in business. It goes over 12 unconventional principles in your business, and it was gifted to me at such a integral time in my business. My mom gave it to me for Christmas. It was by far one of my best Christmas gifts that I've received, because at that point I was doing great in my business, to be honest, and having all the success. And it's one of those things that how do you navigate that as a believer and not just get caught up by the culture's way of doing life and business? And so I highly recommend it if you're a believer in business, whether you have a small business or a really large business, it's worth checking out. And if you don't know who David Green is, he is the founder of Hobby Lobby, the craft store. And I so much enjoyed reading his story. Book number 4 that has changed my business and my life is called Magnetic Sponsoring by Mike Dillard. Now, it usually used to have like this orange and white cover on it. I have no idea where the cover is for my book. Got rid of it a long time ago. I've read this book so many times. In fact, every single book that I'm talking about today in this video, I have read cover to cover multiple times. If I can, I reread them every single year because there's always a new nugget that I can discover. Now, this is perfect for the network marketer. And I love Mike Dillard because he is just so blunt and upfront. You're either an alpha or you're a beta. There's no in between, right? He just hits it home and he tells you what works. He talks about how to become the hunted versus the hunter, which you know that I'm all about. Like, in fact, you can check out this video where I talk about attraction marketing and how people reach out to me for what I offer and not me seeking them. The other thing that he goes over that's amazing is the $1 million skill. And this comes to marketing. I'll let him tell you about it in the book. He's going to do a much better job than me, but it's absolutely amazing when you start to apply it. If you're getting some value today, hit that like button. And I want you to go to stephanieparisi.com and check out Create Stories That Sell. It is my Facebook group where I'm hanging out every single week, sharing marketing tips and helping you grow in your business. All right, so let's dive into book number 5, and that is the 12-week year. Now, I could probably do like a YouTube series on this book, and it could easily be 20 videos long because the book is so good. What I absolutely love about it is it's going to teach you how to execute. Like, you're going to read it and you're going to have to start taking action like as you do it. And it's an action plan on steroids. It's the idea that you can get more done in 12 weeks than you can get done in an entire year. I've easily reread it 4 times through. The first time I read it was in 2018, and I used it to grow my MLM business, to recruit new team members. Again, just this last year, I used it when we had to pack up and sell our home in Tacoma, Washington, and we moved all across the country to the Gulf Coast at the beach. And that book taught me how to get things done. Some of my favorite concepts that it teaches is intentional imbalance, celebrating getting the 80%, and how weekly goals really can change your life. Cannot tell you enough about this book. So many good things. Again, for any of these books, check out the description of this video. I talk about them more and I'll hit you up with a direct link to purchase. The top 5 books that have absolutely changed my business and my life: The Capacity Model, Go for No, Leadership Not by the Book, Magnetic Sponsoring, and The 12-Week Year. Before you hop off my channel, check out either of these 2 videos that are popping up on the screen. They're here to help you win in your business. And I'll be back next week with another new video.